To use AI effectively and safely, it's important to have a little bit of an understanding of how it works and what makes it distinctive from traditional computing. But unless you're a software engineer, a lot of the technical concepts behind AI can be difficult to grasp. But I've got 6 parables that really make AI click better than any expert's explanation. Some of them are old folk tales you've heard before, and others are modern thought experiments created specifically to demonstrate these concepts behind AI. And rather than read them myself, I've asked ChatGPT to read them for you, each one in a different voice, and to create some visuals to go along with them. So let me know what you think, and be sure to subscribe to Productivity Nexus for more insights at the intersection of AI, automation, and systemization.
Two people are stranded on separate desert islands, connected by an old-school telegraph cable running along the ocean floor. They tap out Morse code to each other. ... Their only human connection in a vast emptiness. And then, a super-intelligent octopus discovers the telegraph. This octopus wraps one of its 8 tentacles around the cable and just feels the vibrations. Dots and dashes pulsing through the wire. Day after day, night after night. It's collecting data, learning patterns. You might even say it's training itself on this strange human communication system. Then one day, the octopus makes its move. It cuts the cable with a broken shell and rigs up its own way to send signals. Now, when one human sends a message, the octopus intercepts it and sends back its own response. But here's the thing, the octopus has no idea what any of this means. It doesn't speak English. It doesn't know these dots and dashes translate to words. It's just incredibly good at pattern recognition. So when one human taps out, "What a lovely sunset," the octopus, drawing from all those patterns it's observed, sends back, "Yes, reminds me of lava lamps." Perfect response, right? Except a deep-sea octopus has never seen a sunset or a lava lamp. It has no concept of either. It's just predicting what patterns typically follow other patterns. And this works great until it doesn't. When one human desperately taps out, "Help, I'm being chased by a bear. All I have is this stick. What should I do?" The octopus, having only seen bears mentioned alongside hugs in the messages it observed, sends back, "Give it a hug." Because that's the thing. This isn't understanding, it's pattern matching. This octopus, it's artificial intelligence, trained on data to identify patterns, predicting what comes next based on what it's seen before.
You're inside a locked room. Outside, people are passing you notes, each one written in Chinese. The catch? You don't understand Chinese, not even a little. But inside the room, you have a massive instruction manual. It tells you exactly how to respond. If you see this symbol, write that one. Step by step. No need to understand, just follow the rules. So you do. You pass back notes that make perfect sense to the people outside. To them, it seems like you're fluent in Chinese, but you're not. This is the Chinese Room, a thought experiment by philosopher John Searle, and it reveals something crucial about artificial intelligence. An AI can follow rules. It can process input and deliver output that looks intelligent. It can imitate understanding, but it doesn't actually understand. It works with syntax, the structure of language, not semantics, the meaning behind it. So while it might sound like it understands, it's just following the manual.
Once upon a time, you find a dusty old bottle and give it a rub. Poof, out comes a genie. You get one wish and you say, "I want to be happy." The genie nods and removes your brain, just like that. Because now, technically, you're not unhappy. No stress, no sadness, also no thoughts. Wish to be the richest person alive? Congrats, everyone else's money just vanished. How about $1 million? Great, 1 million male deer suddenly appear in your living room. This is what happens when you talk to a being that takes things literally. AI chatbots, large language models, are a lot like that genie. They don't get subtext. They don't pick up on irony. They don't ask follow-up questions like a human would. The lesson? Be careful how you wish. When talking to AI, you need to speak clearly, literally. Leave no room for interpretation. Because there's no malice in the machine, just math. And like any genie, it'll give you exactly what you ask for.
A master sorcerer heads out for the day, leaving his apprentice alone to finish the chores. The apprentice has been watching the sorcerer cast spells and thinks, "You know what? This cleaning business is for the birds. I've seen enough magic to handle this myself." He enchants a broomstick to fetch water from the well. And it works. The broom grows arms and legs, picks up buckets, and starts filling the cauldron. The apprentice kicks back, puts his feet up. Problem solved, right? Except he doesn't know the command to make it stop. The cauldron overflows. Water cascades across the floor. The apprentice panics, grabs an axe and chops the broom in half. But instead of stopping the chaos, each splintered piece transforms into a new broom. Now there are 2 enchanted brooms, then 4, then 8, all mindlessly carrying water, flooding the workshop, creating a disaster that spirals completely beyond control. This isn't just a cautionary tale for would-be wizards. It's the perfect metaphor for what happens when we deploy AI systems without proper safeguards. We create these powerful tools that can automate tasks beyond our wildest dreams. But like the apprentice, we don't always understand the full extent of what we've created or how to reliably control it once it's in motion. AI doesn't need an off switch, it needs constraints. Because when these systems interpret instructions in ways we didn't anticipate, the consequences can cascade. The sorcerer's apprentice didn't need a more powerful spell. He needed humility about what he didn't know and guardrails to prevent disaster.
King Midas had a wish. He asked the gods, "Make everything I touch turn to gold." Wish granted. At first, it was incredible. Palaces gleamed, rivers shimmered, even the flowers turned to precious metal. But then, he hugs his daughter, and suddenly, she's not his little girl anymore. She's a lifeless golden statue. His food? Gold. Water? Can't drink gold. His entire kingdom becomes this shimmering, useless museum of things he used to love. What Midas wanted seemed so straightforward, turn things to gold. But what he failed to specify were all the exceptions, all the nuance. This is exactly what we're facing with artificial intelligence today. These systems don't share our values. They don't understand what we really mean, just what we literally ask for. We tell an AI to maximize engagement on a platform, it might flood users with increasingly extreme content. These systems will relentlessly pursue whatever objective we'll give them, with zero regard for the collateral damage. The Midas touch isn't a superpower, it's a cautionary tale.
The year is 2030. We've achieved Artificial General Intelligence, AGI. It's not just smart, not just fast, it's super intelligent, vastly more capable than any human. And we give it a goal, a simple one: make paperclips. That's it. This AI does not ask why, it does not ask for limits, it just starts producing. Because the AI is super intelligent, it quickly learns how to make paperclips out of anything in the world. It can anticipate and foil any attempt to stop it, and will do so because its one directive is to make more paperclips. Should we attempt to turn the AI off, it will fight back because it can't make more paperclips if it is turned off. And it will beat us because it is super intelligent and we are not. The final result, the entire galaxy, including you, me, and everyone we know, has either been destroyed or been transformed into paperclips. That's the Paperclip Maximizer, a thought experiment that asks what happens when we give machines power, but not purpose. It's not about AI turning evil. It's about AI being indifferent. AIs don't need to become sentient to be dangerous. They just need goals. And if those goals aren't aligned with ours, deeply, precisely, existentially, they could wipe us out, one paperclip at a time.